today we are in a 2015 Mercedes-Benz it's the Mercedes-Benz ML350, and we've looked at this generation of Mercedes-Benz before, but it was the coupe and it was an AMG version. This is the standard 350, the one most people would buy anyway. This has a 3.5 liter V6 and it produces 302 horsepower. It's connected to a 7-speed gearbox. So I'll just do a quick walk around because it is this particular one I like, not the coupe. I think this has a better design. I'll just show you what it looks like. So we start here in the front, and you have that classic Mercedes-Benz logo up there, this gaping. I think this is mostly for style and it does well. And then the lower part, you have this silver trim that extends to the entire bottom part. So it's actually quite a very nice design. It's quite nice. You have the 350 and you have the 4MATIC 2 exhaust, and it's actually quite a nice integration here. I mean, look at what that looks like. So I kind of like this. If I had this, I'll probably change the wheels, make it a bit larger. I think that would make the entire design look a lot more better. But it's quite simple and it's elegant in my perspective. You guys want more perspective view of this car? Yeah, this is what it looks like basically. Before we continue, let's look at the keys. So when you get into the car, you can keep the key here, and to start the car, you put your foot on the brake and you press this button. That starts the car. The modes that you have in this car are not that much. You have comfort mode, which puts the car obviously in a comfortable mode. The engine takes its time to deliver power. You have sports mode and you have individual. And here you have, I think that is for winter when you're driving in a place where you have snow. The dash here is quite simple. It's not complicated. You have just this one screen. Is it touch operated? No, you have to control it with this guy here. So back, center, no. This is much better than most other companies' system. I think this is easier to use than the one I find in most Lexuses. It's more intuitive, and when you press something, it actually works, which is a good thing. So you have 2 analog display, one here, and you have 1 digital display in the middle. And to actually change, since you don't have your transmission stuff here, you have it at the back here. So once you press this down, you go into drive. When you press this up, you go into reverse. And when you press this button here, the car goes into park. Yeah, so let's go to drive. So if you know anything about me by now, you know that I like SUVs, or I don't like small cars. I think I like SUVs, not sedan. First of all, there is this seating position you have that is quite majestic above every other thing that you don't have in smaller cars. For example, that's a Corolla, and when you're sitting in that, it looks like you're sitting down on the floor. But when you're sitting in an SUV, you kind of feel like you're sitting in a throne. You can see everything, and then you just feel like you're in control. And I like that very much in a car. Well, what is it like? You can actually doodle about in this car. It's not a car you have to drive fast. For example, right now I'm just chilling through this estate and it's going well. The suspension is not too firm, neither is it too soft. It's not as soft as I would like it to be, but it's still quite good, you know. Make it too soft and then you see it flying all over the place, but I think it's quite cool. For infotainment, I quite like Mercedes-Benz integration, although I would have preferred if this was a touchscreen, but it's not a touchscreen. To control it, I have to use this. I'm sure over time I will become more comfortable with the way to use it. And then these are the AC control down here. Are there things I don't like? Not particularly. I like the design. I like the simplicity of the interior. Now the next thing is, let's see how it drives around, if it's if it moves well. I mean, this is not the AMG, so I don't expect it to be crazy fast, but let's just see how agile this car is in sport mode. All right guys, so let's talk driving experience. First of all, the steering is electronically assisted. That basically means that it is soft. it's actually very easy to doodle about in this car, effortless, and it does that without being so soft that you feel like you are playing a video game. So it's the right balance between a responsive steering wheel and an effortless steering wheel, and I like using it. Another thing that I would like to comment about is the suspension of this car. Now, I love the way this car absorbs road imperfections. Now, I'm not talking about bumps, I'm talking about road imperfections. In those times when the road is fine, but it's just not perfect, it moves over them with a reassurance that most other cars don't. And I think that's partly why you buy a Mercedes-Benz anyway. So that feels kind of nice. And I would love to comment about I'd have loved to comment about the engine and the transmission, but I don't think this car is in the best state it can be. Alright guys, let us talk design. So first of all, you have this HID light and this daytime running light here. So in the daytime, you will see this colored white just glittering beautifully, and then you have this very imposing two streaks Mercedes-Benz grille. I kind of like this. I think it's imposing and it's elegant at the same time. So it's large, it's in your face, but it's nicely in your face and not rudely in your face. And in the lower part, you have these very nice splitters down there, and this silverish stuff that just adds to the cleanness of the car. So the front is a winner for me. You have these power domes, 1 and 2, and here you have vents that relieve the bonnet or the hood of heat, because you have a 3.5 liter V6 under that hood, so you need as much venting as you can so that the engine breathes properly. So here you have these 18-inch wheels, side steps, and you have your integrated mirror here with light system. So this is what the side view looks like, and I just love this simple and nice design key. Now if you check it out, the keys are not the type that you put here. This is what you call keyless entry. So basically, with the key in your pocket, when the car senses that the key is close to the door, it unlocks, so you don't have to put your key there to open it. This car is a 4-door 5-seater. So here, 1, 2, 3 at the back, 2 in the front, and let's just get in to know how it feels like. Well, you see, good bit of leg room, and let's see how the third row. Yeah, this is probably more comfortable than most cars. And up here you have sunroof, so when you remove this panel, you can just see the skies, the night skies. Event, cool place to find yourself. Talking about cool features here on the key, there is a button here that you press and it opens up the front, so you don't, it's actually the trunk and you don't have to do anything. This is a relatively nicely sized boot. I mean, most people will find this to be enough for the stuff that they need, so that folds away, so you can see that in all its glory. Good bit of space, and there is on the floor your small sized spare tire under there. Right, so when you're done, you can always press this and it closes back. Right, so that's the back view of what it looks like. So it's a nice car. It's a nice design. I think I like the new GLE, but this, people, is what your ML350 looks like. So this car, the W166 Mercedes-Benz ML, was produced between 2011 and 2019, and this car would run you anywhere between 12 million and 55 million naira, and that's depending on the year you're buying. It's depending on the trim level. Is it the AMG version? Is it the non-AMG version? Was it used in America or was it used here in Nigeria? So all these things actually have an effect on the price. So if you're not sure which of these cars or which of the year would suit your lifestyle, you can call us or text us, and we will consult for you to help you choose just the right one for you and help you save a little bit in terms of how much you spend. This is the standard 350, the one most people would buy anyway, and it's quick. It's pretty quick. Most people won't need the AMG. Most people will be fine with this because this has plenty of power for most people.